Irvin Baxter here with Endtime Ministries. I want to talk to you today about the question everyone is asking. What does the future hold? We've been under the terrible attack of the coronavirus now for a few weeks. It appears we may be reaching the leveling out of that particular curse. Just to compare where we are, we have seen in America 653 deaths from the virus so far. From the flu season, October the 1st of 2019 until March the 14th of 2020, there have been between 23,000 and 59,000 deaths. So when you compare these two things, the flu is much worse than what we've experienced so far from the coronavirus. It appears that we will come out of the coronavirus and return to normal pretty quickly. President Trump said in a press conference today that he wants to get America back to work before Easter. I don't know whether that's going to happen or not. We have been under what Vice President Pence calls 50 days to slow the spread. That 15 days will end March the 30th, next Monday. So will most people be going back to work? Will life return to normal? Well, yes, it's going to. Exactly how quick, we may not know. Now to our central question. What does the future hold? Well, as I speak to you today, a committee is surveying Israel to determine the final borders between Israel and the new Palestinian state. That committee is supposed to finish with its work somewhere around the 1st of June. Prime Minister Netanyahu has said he wants Israel to move quickly to annex the Jordan Valley and the settlements, the Israeli settlements. If this indeed happens, it's going to force the Palestinians to the table, probably before that's all finalized. Well, by forcing them to the table and forcing this to a final agreement, this could well establish the beginning of the final 7 years. I cannot promise you the exact date. I'm just trying to describe to you where we are right now and what is going on. Let's just say that the final 7 years did begin yet this year. The General Assembly of the United Nations meets in September. There is a chance that the final 7 years could begin, that a final agreement could be struck during the UN General Assembly. Now, that's strictly supposition. I cannot promise you that. I'm sure President Trump would like to have this done before the elections here in America in November. That's the reason I'm speculating that all of this could come down somewhere in the month of September. If it does, then the final 7 years to Armageddon would begin yet this year. Now, let's say that that would happen, and I'm speculating, but let's say that it would happen. How does that impact you and me? When the final 7 years begins, things are going to move terribly fast. They're going to put the Temple Mount under a sharing arrangement. They're going to build a new Jewish temple on the Temple Mount. In addition to that, they will quickly build the Jewish temple and they'll start animal sacrifices. So this is going to throw everything into high speed forward. The final 7 years is going to contain very rapid events. So what am I saying to you today? What should we do to prepare? This is a very special time that we're in from now to the signing of the final Middle East agreement. This is a preparation time. This is when all of us should be getting ready. There's not going to be time to prepare once the final 7 years begins. It will be the most rapid 7 years of prophetic fulfillment that the world has ever seen. So the time to prepare is now. The very best way you can prepare is to enroll in the Jerusalem Prophecy College. You could get through that college between now and September. You could. We had one lady who went through it in 1 month, another in 2 months. So if you would take this time when some of you are off work to enroll, and I'm talking about today, you could get way down the pike and acquire the knowledge that you're going to need so that you will know what's coming and what to do. How can you do that? Simply go to JerusalemProphecyCollege.com. Register, enroll in your first course. Perhaps some of you have already enrolled, but you've been a little negligent. Get diligent today. Don't let one more day pass. And then do a little bit every day. If you will do this, by September, you will have acquired a lot of the knowledge that you really need for the times just ahead. I felt like I had to talk to you about it today because it would be awful easy to go to sleep at the wheel, especially if things return to normal or seem to. They're not going to be normal. We are not in normal times. We are in the end time right now. So please, if things do normalize a little bit, don't go back to normal. Instead, today, before the day is over, go to JerusalemProphecyCollege.com, register first of all, enroll in your first course. I hope you'll do that. You're going to need to be informed. Jesus Christ is going to need you. We're going to need you. We're going to need this together because the final 7 years will be the most terrible 7 years the world has ever known, but it's also going to be the most wonderful 7 years. The Bible prophesies we're going to have the greatest revival the world has ever known during the final 7 years. I want you to be a part of the revival and know how to avoid the terrible time that's coming. And there will be ways to avoid it if you know what you're doing. One more time, JerusalemProphecyCollege.com, register, enroll in your first course. Thank you very much. God bless you.